Hello, YouTube. I'm gonna be doing a vlog today. I'm gonna be talking about my day, and yeah. And so I'm gonna start off talking about my classes because I have school today because it's Monday. Um, Today it was a weird day, and really weird things have happened today. So I'm going to talk about them since I'm talking about my day. And yeah. So, for the reason I'm saying my first three classes would be because I go to a vocational school for the first three classes, and then for the last three classes, I go to Bonnigal, which is my school, my high school. So, if you don't know, like it's a vocational school, I go to the first three classes, and it's basically a trade school. And if you don't know what that is, it's a school where you go um, to get training for a career you may want to pursue when you get older, like culinary, coughing, just kidding, no, culinary, medical, public safety, um, web design, um, automotive, like etc. There's a lot more. It's fun, and yeah, theater, business. I don't know. Well, no, theater's a different thing, but business, yeah. So it's all kinds of like cool things you could do when you're older. And I do public safety, Westbrook Regional Vocational School in Maine. Yes, we get uniform shirts and stuff. Yeah. So I do public safety, and some people are confused of what that is. It's firefighting and criminal justice, EMT, EMS. So yeah, basically that's what it is. And I'm in my junior year, so the first year is firefighting, EMS, and the second year is criminal justice. So this year I'm doing firefighting, and yeah. So I want to talk about what I did today in class. I walk in class. Yeah, so I walk in class, wait for attendance, and then we put on all our PPE, which is personal protective equipment. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Something like that. And if you don't know what that is, it's the equipment the firefighters wear when they go into like on a call and stuff. Yeah, and we also had to wear these tanks, which is called an SCBA, which carries oxygen so you can breathe clean air while you're inside a hazardous environment, like in a burning building where it's like extremely hot, like 1,000 degrees. Yes, and it's like you're carrying an extra 70 pounds of weight on your back because the freaking it's like sweating buckets. Yeah, so we had to do what we did was we had to get on our knees and like walk around the fire, like not walk around, crawl around the fire truck, and I could not move my head because the like tank was blocking. So I was like claustrophobic, kind of. I feel claustrophobic when because my face is like the mask is like sealed to my face, so I can't see. Like I can see, but I can't like. It just can't. I'm scared. I'm trapped, but I'm really not. So we're walking around the fire truck, and I can only like look down like this and crawling on my knees. I couldn't see up. I couldn't see the side. The only way to see the side is if I turn my body like this. And so we had to walk around the truck crawl around the truck on our knees, hands and knees, like 10 times, and while breathing non-toxic air, while breathing air from the tank. Sorry for making this really boring. And since I can't see where I'm going, there was a wall. Well, by the way, if this makes you see confusing, there's a fire truck inside of our classroom. There's a garage here. There's like this like half wall, which like comes up to here, from the ground up to here, and basically separates the classroom from the garage. So when you walk in the classroom, you see a freaking garage, like you see a fire truck and an ambulance in the classroom. Currently, the ambulance is outside of the classroom, so it's just it's just the fire truck. So yeah, we're crawling around the fire truck, and since I can't see up or side to side, I did not know where I was going besides the ground, which I know I'm going straight. That's all I know. I'm going straight. And so, I accidentally crawled under the fire truck, and I got stuck, and I couldn't move, and I was panicking because I couldn't see up, so my head was stuck like this, and I couldn't even talk. Well, I could talk. I was like, but no one could hear you because they were wearing masks too, and you could barely hear each other, and we didn't have a radio or anything. But the instructors were there and stuff, like firefighter, their making officer, Robo, were there, and they were all like laughing, and then they tried to help me. And then my pass alarm went off. And if you don't know what a pass alarm is, it's an alarm that alerts people that a firefighter is down, and if you don't move for more than 30 for less than if you don't move within 30 seconds of not moving, then it's gonna go off because it lets people know if a firefighter's down or they're stuck and they can't move, something like that. And so like if you do move, it won't go off. And so I wasn't moving, so it went off. And my tank was stuck on the top under the fire truck on the top of the bumper, and it's the wall that was right here, and then the fire truck. So it was like this much space. This like it was just stuck. I was fucking pinned to the ground, and I didn't know what to do, and I was basically panicking. And so they had to take my SCBA off, which is self-contained breathing apparatus, which is a thing I breathe out of, and the tank included. And so, yeah, I got out, and then I had to go to rehab, which is this thing where you rehabilitate yourself after, like, a traumatic event, and I'm guessing that was a traumatic event. And then, 15 minutes later, we, like, had to go outside, and then we had to go inside, like, a smoky, I don't know if it was fog, or I don't know what it was, I don't know how they caused all this smoke, but there was this trailer filled with smoke. So we had to go inside it, and with all of our equipment on, and it's like an obstacle course. You cannot see whatsoever. You have to be on your hands and knees, or you could stand up, but they told you to go on your hands and knees. And we had to try to basically find our way out. You can't hear anybody because you can't really hear anybody through the mask. So you can't hear, you can't see. So it's like, what the heck do I do? You just have to feel your way out. And yeah. So I was like it was really the longest time in my life. I could not see, and I felt like I was hyperventilating because I had to skip breaths while breathing, and I was freaking out. It's like I felt so claustrophobic, I didn't think I was ever going to get out. And so it was like I was in there for like a half an hour, and I did not like it at all. I hated it. I did not like it at all. And I was dying. I was like seriously sweating, and I felt like I was on fire, which I wasn't on fire. And then so it was just me and 3 other people, which were part of my squad. There's 4 squads in our class, and it consists of 4 or 5 people. Because whenever you go into a burning building, you cannot be by yourself. You have to be with somebody else, one other person or more. So I had at least 3 other people with me in this kind of on fire trailer, which I'm not sure if it was on fire or if it was just smoke. But yeah, so as I was trying to get out, getting through the obstacle courses, not knowing what's in front of me, not knowing what I'm trying to do, where I'm going, yeah, it was a very cool experience though, because I've never experienced I never experienced anything like that, and I felt like I felt scared, claustrophobic, felt like I was gonna die, but it was a very cool experience. It was like my adrenaline was rushing. And finally, I grabbed onto my, made like a strategy where we grabbed onto each other's legs and basically felt our way through. So we got out at the end, and then I finally got to take off my mask and breathe fresh Maine air, which is so crisp. Don't laugh at me, Kristen. Okay, so yeah, which is so crisp, and it was a really good day. Like, it was a very good experience. It's an awesome class. If you have, like, a vocational school, wherever your school is, I would say take it, because it's a very good experience. And then that was the end of the class. That's basically what the most interesting things we did in that class. And then so, after that, took a bus back to my school in Bonteagle, in Standish, Maine. Oops, that's kind of awkward.
Everything. You don't need to know your freaking life.
Oh yeah, my shirt. Yeah. So yeah, we went back to our school, Bonteagle, which I have 2 other classes there. And as I was going back I was going to my 4th block class, I stopped in the nurse's office to pick up a Band-Aid because, like, I ended up cutting myself right here. Well, it was scabbed over, kind of, and it kind of scraped it, so it started bleeding, so I wanted a Band-Aid. So I walked into the nurse's office, and I asked for a Band-Aid, but no one was there. And then, but there was the only person that was there was this one kid. He was just standing there. Then all of a sudden, he freaking collapses to the ground and starts having a seizure. And I know that he has epilepsy because everybody knows this kid had epilepsy. And he starts freaking shaking, and wasn't sure what to do, so I wasn't really sure. But I've seen Grey's Anatomy and stuff, and like all kinds of like hospital shows or doctor shows and stuff. And so I turned him on his side because I'm guessing you could suffocate if you're in a way like if you don't like if you I'm guessing if you're on your side you could breathe more and you let whatever needs to come out. And yeah, so it lasted for like not half an hour. Why did I say that? 30 seconds. It lasted for 30 seconds, and I tried to find the nurse and I told her about it, and she didn't even care. She told him to like lay on the floor, not on the bed but on the floor, so it doesn't happen again. I was like, you don't do anything about it? Yeah, so basically, I was in a life-threatening situation. I saved someone's life. Then I had to go to block 4, because, that was my next class. And had to listen to a boring book called The Great Gatsby and fell asleep. Then went to block 5, almost did the same thing. Then I came home. Then that's it. Yeah, that's my day. And that's all I'm going to say. Yeah, so like and subscribe. Yeah, like, subscribe, and comment below with any ideas, with any issues you had with this video, with any just feedback. That's what the comment is for. And please like and subscribe. Thank you. And watch Alicia's video on Wednesday, which is 2 days from now. And yeah, thanks for watching, and thank you for your time. And see you next Monday. Peace.